There's more people here. Well, you guys can ask whatever you want.
What do you have for breakfast?
I had some grapes, some strawberries, and my wife gives me a bunch of vitamins. And I just drink them. I don't even know what I'm taking, but I trust her.
Coach, what do you remember from the Mettenberger-Murray battle in camp back in?
Well, you know, it even started not so much the battle, but they knew they were going to compete against each other when they both committed to Georgia. And then no one flinched. You know, somebody could have said, hey, I'm out. They both signed with Georgia. And then they began to compete against each other. And it was fun to watch because it was very obvious to Coach Bobo and I that both those guys were going to be really good players. And we knew we were in pretty good shape as far as the quarterback position at Georgia with both of them here. And so it was just, I mean, it was always a friendly competition. You know, I've coached QBs for a long time, and as of late, Coach Bobo's taken on that responsibility. But I don't know if we've ever had a room where there's animosity between the players. We don't try to breed that in any way, shape, or form, and that part never happened. But they do compete against each other, and we knew they both were going to be really good players.
Aaron described it as fireworks when they went against each other in practice. I said, well, you know, how did you beat him out? You know, what put you over the edge? He said he couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Can you describe the fireworks or what maybe?
Yeah, well, I think part of what was going on was, Aaron was in a system in high school that was probably closer to what he was going to be dealing with at Georgia. And, where Zach, I think every year of his career, he's had a new offensive coordinator. So just even through high school, it was a new system every year. It's very difficult for him to really understand some of the nuances of playing the position. He's just big, raw, a lot of abilities, but smart, teachable, all that stuff. And so I think, I don't know in the end how it would have all ended up over a 5-year career if both of them would have stayed. I'm sure they both would have got their shots at making some plays along the way, but I would say Murray had an edge because of some of those things. Now, I'm not trying to demean Murray's ability to throw the ball and do all the things that a great quarterback can do, but he came out of high school, I think, a little more prepared for the competition.
Coach, you talk about just playing another big game.
Right.
Big game every week, but this week
Yeah.
it's huge. It's got all the implications,
Right.
National championship, all that stuff.
That's right. Well, it's why you come to Georgia. This game is why the Southeastern Conference is so great and so much fun. I'm really looking forward to our fans. I'm looking forward to the ride towards the dog walk. I'm looking forward to see the dog walk. I'm looking forward to seeing our student section, and then our red coat band, our cheerleader, the whole thing. It's the pageantry of this game is going to be exciting. The whole city of Athens is going to be on fire. It's going to be fun, and game day being here too, I guess that's a big deal, obviously. So it's just fun to see and be a part of this type of a game. Because it's not like life or death or nothing like that, but it's a whole lot of fun.
How concerned are you about the special teams and are there any changes you may make? Big
Right.
changes?
Well, every mistake we made was very correctable. If you take our kickoff coverage team, for example, we've really been covering kicks extremely well all year long, and then we had an issue where one guy ends up getting blocked into another one of our guys, where two guys end up on the ground and we give up too much space. The unblocked guys didn't close space well enough, and then you can't expect your kicker to make an open field tackle like that with one of the better return men in the country. But if we go back to doing things the way we're supposed to, we'll be in better shape. It's all correctable, and certainly on the punt team. We all know there was a high snap, but there was also some protection issues besides that we can and already have begun the process of cleaning up. So everything's correctable, and we got to just got to do better. That's all. We got to do a better job.
What's the biggest difference between this year's LSU defense and what the years past have had guys like Tyron Matthew and Morris Clayton?
Yeah. There's in some ways they're very similar in that, since Coach Chavis has been there, they line up a certain way, they run certain schemes, and they play a certain way. They play with great fundamentals. They play with great effort. They tackle extremely well. They have corners that will match up man-to-man on anybody in America and be able to hold up. They got big physical guys in the center. They got great pass rushers on the edge. So they're very similar in a lot of ways. And the thing that's different, obviously, from a year ago is just how many other guys declared to go to the NFL, and now they're just they're breaking in new starters. They're not breaking in new players because most all those guys played, but not all of them started.
Coach, there's a lot of discussion, obviously, about the quarterback for LSU, but talk about their running game and how much of a challenge that's going to cause.
Well, I'll tell you, they got at least 4 backs that are very, very good. Of course, Hill is the one who's been toting it the most, and when you got a big guy like Copeland in front of you, a big number 44, he's like a locomotive. Most people get out of his way. Not many people want to take him on, and he paves the way for those backs. And of course, their line is big and physical, and they don't try to trick you. They're like, you know what, we're going to line up, and we're going to smash you, we're going to maul you, and they've done a pretty good job of that over the years.
I see a lot of similarities to the casual observer between your team and LSU. Star quarterback, great receivers, prolific offenses, defenses that are rebuilding. Is that just a surface, or have you seen?
Well, there's some similarity. There are some similarities in what you're saying, and it's just all going to come down to who does what they do the best. Who does what they do the best, and we're very similar in some of our approach. I mean, we like to run the ball as well. We like to play action pass. We like to try to get people concerned enough about the running game to get some one-on-one matchups outside, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. So I wouldn't say we're like looking in the mirror, but there's a lot of similarities.
Time for one more.
Coach, what about the APU that the guys wore somewhere on their body, the All
Yeah.
United thing?
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that?
I didn't know what to think really, because I didn't really know about it till I was watching TV and saw it on the ticker, and I just got to sit down with the guys and figure out more, what it's all about. All right.